Yeah, I was working on rollback, and I was in the last stream. I was thinking of implementing a checksum, and also not deleting the files when I'm rolling back, and that's what I'm trying to do now. Yep. So we get the migrations from the database, and we select the latest. And what we want to do is actually we're not doing get pending. So in get pending, we're selecting the ones that have not been applied, or rather, we want to actually select the ones that come after that, if you get what I mean. So I guess we can take this so like migrations to files to rollback. I mean, we can do that, but we can see if all the we can go through all the migration files and check if they are the ones from the DB. But I would like us to do something different, and I'll explain why. So let's say we select all migrations, right? But actually, let's see, pending migration. I don't know if calling this pending migration is actually the right thing. Or better just call it migration file metadata. Let's see, migration to So we got directory name up. Let's call it anyway. What we really want to do is, rather than do less greater than, want to do less than, and let's see, latest migration. Well, what happens if the migrations are empty? Do we want to error out, or do we just want to leave that way? Call it migration. Let's call this and put this away. Let's call this migration meta. Let's do that. So let's call this then want to take the counts. So this will give us the migrations to rollback. So what we want to do now is check the migration from db live migration method against meta. So Um, so we want to compare. We want to compare the file names. So this would be compare the file names, the timestamp. The file name includes the timestamp, which includes timestamp and the checksum. Yep. So well, I'm just gonna comment all this part out so we can think about it afresh. So we wanna compare those two things, but before that, a second, I'm thinking of playing music so that my brain can radiate. So I'm thinking, should we implement the checksum storing first? That would go to around blah blah blah. I think this, I probably want to name it apply and the migration. Don't you know, don't you know? So we want to store, let's see, run filtered migration. When I become rich and famous. Yep, yeah. Let's start the checksum. All these faces. Actually thinking of doing checksum. If I had to do it all again, Yep, so we start the checksum that way, and what else? Yep. So actually, you know what? Let's say generate checksum. I think thinking of copying this. So let's go to checksum. So can you just call these generate power of course. I'll be a superstar. So Jackson is complaining because we need to well, we can, but it's kind of interesting there because this is where it's gonna be a little bit tricky because you want to do like checksum. Do want to generate checksum for both files at the same time, concatenate them, or are we gonna store the checksum? Yeah, I mean we can do something like checksum. We can do checksum up and checksum down. Yep. So let's see. Yeah, fair enough. I moved that. So I guess well, I mean we can actually, yeah, we can do but in that case this becomes try into, because this is now a fallible operation. First string is not satisfied for does this return string? Okay, I see. Oh no. Yeah, thank you. Let's call this shelf, and yep. Two. Yep. So that should not work. But we probably want to change this into trying to. I mean, IO error. Maybe it never fails. Who knows? And since this is CLI stuff anyway, we might just want to panic since it's IO error anyway. But I need to think about it a little bit. Otherwise, this have to become something like this, and like implement well, if it's one way, there's no rollback, but do we still want to do that? I guess in that case, you know what? It's not the best data model, but let's get things to work before we start looking at improvement. So basically, I mean, this has to be none, and pretty much let's comment that out. Yep. Let's do that. Oh yeah. Trying to doesn't he? Yes, try into this. Yep, yep. Can do that. Just implement I was trying to migration error. But does implement debug is not implemented for trying to migration meta. But it's implemented for it. Oh, what am I missing here? This is debug. I don't want to panic there. I could just panic and just do the conversion. But, or could we just panic? Most of the time, when there's IO error, you want to panic anyway, eventually. We can panic and then log something instead. But I'm thinking of doing that at the top level instead. So, maybe, or alternatively, this is what we can do. Just do that, keep it simple. And with that, we don't even need any of these. We pretty much don't need that. Yep, we can keep it that way also. Whenever I'm broken, you make me feel. So that way we're gonna be generating automatically during the conversion. Whenever you die, I'll be letting you know. Whoa, girl, I want you to dance a little. Listen to this song, take me as I am. Baby, it's magic anytime you're together. Okay. Leave myself. Baby, it's magic anytime we are together. Can only be used in a closure that returns result, blah blah blah. I mean, we can do partition result is okay. And should we do partitioning or let's see. Should the partitioning or just fill on the first? Partitioning allows us to say or state all the files that have issues at a go. So we can say like 3 files, checksum are mismatched. But if we just fail for the first time, even if there are like 3 checksum mismatches, we would only be able to tell one. So that's one reason why partitioning might be a good idea here. So we will have the migrations and does it return to let's see what it actually returns as a whole. Yeah, I think it returns tuple. This is meant to be. Then we can collect that. But it has to be today. Okay. As you can see, I'm doing like lazy programming because I'm actually a little bit tired. I don't know why. So this should give us the migration and the error. And now I'm feeling tired. is supposed to be migration. What's causing the mismatch? That's crazy. Yeah, but this is supposed to give migration error. Let me do this explicitly. Get that back, and we do we don't even have to do this. We can just do, yeah, we get results, and we partition. Let me see. Why does this? I'm trying to avoid panicking. Otherwise, I could do this. But I'm not sure why this is generating. This is supposed to give us. This is what I'm expecting. Vector migration, and this is what I'm expecting. But instead, it's giving us. Let me do something for. So this is what I'm expecting, but in a more simplified way. I can't seem to understand why right now it's not giving me that. I mean, alternatively, we can also do like errors. Then with migrations. Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna and this, okay. No, we can't. I'll keep the first one and I'll come back to this and figure out why it's not giving us the right thing here. That's weird. That is weird. You know why we're getting that results? Let me know. Oh, why we're not getting the results? This is supposed to be vec migration, and this is supposed to be vec migration error, but we're getting otherwise. I'm not very sure why. We should be getting something different. I think I've used this somewhere already. If I haven't removed it, oh, my computer is freezing. Partition. Anyway. Oh, let me be sure it's not my ID, because this should definitely work. ID is loading. Oh, my editor is loading. Okay, let's check the inlet. So can you make me wanna sing alive? I wanna sing my mind, but gotta do it now. It doesn't matter how it turns out to be. Yep, this is what I'm expecting. Anyway, we can leave that for now. This does the job. And also we have to decide, do we want to gather the error and just return as a result, or do we just want to log it up? Really want to. I'm feeling too tired today. I feel tired and slow. Try to drink something. Like I'm feeling really slow. I promise I'm not drunk. Guys, I need some energy. Do we just want to panic and list all the errors here, or do we want to move it all the way here? I don't think we should even gather the error here, because it's okay to fail at the first. So is let's should I continue this stream? I feel tired, man. I feel really tired. Anyway. Do migration. So I'm just thinking of filling out the first one. Maybe that's not necessary. After and then we can just I think this is probably fine here, because we're not doing any checksum mismatch here, so it's okay to fail on the first. And it's rare for us to have IO error right there anyway. Is that all? There should still be one left. So this is also list. That's weird. Anyway, let's just copy this first. We can refactor and improve and do all this stuff later. So we've implemented the converter, and so let's go to rollback. Rollback by count. So we select by the count, then return those the latest ends from the database. Then from latest end we get the latest basically overall, and from that latest overall we basically use that as the cutoff point amongst the migration file. So take end file that were generated before this time. This is what all this part is doing. So before the latest, right, take end. Then when we have that, so here now we're gonna have on left we have end migration files. On right we have end metadata and the live DB migration metadata. Then we just want to compare the two, and we mainly want to compare yep, I already wrote that down here. So what we're gonna do is we can either do chain zip or no, let's see what this has. We have the contents. Do we have the checksum? Yeah. No. But and the original is we should have the checksum on the original. So meta somehow should be able to also take the checksum. Probably option since yep, checksum yeah. Anyway, we'll do Oh, interesting. I thought we added checksum. Down, blah, blah, blah. That's true. Cause I'm not sure we really need this here. I mean, we can store it, but since it's something that we can always generate, I don't think we should store it. So so where are we here? I don't think we need to do that. I mean, we could do it if we want to make it easy to do it, because at the end of the day, it's a derivable thing. We are deriving it from the content, so I guess that is left to us. So we can have like checksum verify that takes the content. Yeah, I think it's better to have checksum verify instead. That will take the content and pass in the checksum itself, which will be coming from the database. Then we also check the file name. So so we can iterate over the two arrays, and then we compare the metadata of each of the items, and if everything is valid, we are gonna if everything is valid, we're gonna proceed. Otherwise, we're just gonna throw errors. I apologize, guys. I feel not even tired. I feel fatigued. I feel a little bit weak today, which is very unlike me. I feel sleepy, and I'm not sleepy actually. So we want to take basically something like this, but actually I would like the migration directory or file to be on the left instead. So we have to reverse that. Yeah. But I don't want us to reverse that. How do you want to do that? So we have the migration files to roll back. and then we have the migration from DB, and then we want to iterate over them. So we're gonna compare. We're gonna like do checksum verify, and so from DB, let's see, we should have checksum from DB. So let's say checksum up. I mean, depends on. We have the checksum. We can implement we can do something like verify. So this is gonna take I'm thinking if we should pass the file path, or no, we should pass the content, I think. So yeah. So we generate Actually, this should be sufficient. I think it's good to have the migration name there. So. Touch me now, dear. So tired. I should probably end the stream, but I really want to do this tonight. So with that, we may escape having to add the up and down checksum to other struct, because it's a field that we can derive, and I think it's only necessary in the database struct. I hope I can power through this tonight because I'm tired, but I gotta go. I gotta keep going. So this returns a unit struct, right? So verify checksum. You know what's actually interesting? I don't think we should do any conversion yet because now it's giving us a single content, of which we want to verify both up and down. And except we want to be doing multiple conversion. So now we want to probably do content. Okay, so up and yeah, this is option, right? So we can okay, or I mean, it depends. Well, when you're doing reverse, then there should always be. So maybe we can say checksum does not exist in DB. No checksum DB. No checksum in DB. So we can instead say no checksum in DB, and migration name would be DB. I'll just do to string. Yep. Then we verify that also. So that's the verification of checksum. We also need to do for the name. So basically Yeah, from the file we check if it's as this. So one thing I need to confirm and do is look at the name. I wish I would have used like wrapper struct for all these things, but well, it's not too late because it becomes problematic to know what name is name just the string representation part or the full file name. That's what we are gonna do. Just reload the extension. Yep. So I think this is the second check we want to do. Then if all these checks pass without issue, we basically want to take all the files, which would be, by the way, we should check that, well, the length would be the same anyway. We just need to take migration files to rollback and just use that below here. So anyway, we're just gonna get all those migrations. Then basically this, we're gonna use it as before. So the strategy we're gonna use for when you specify until what file to do to is basically to search the database for that file name, right? Then we can actually use the range query which I've implemented. So we can range from the latest. I'll show you what I mean. So we take this, I implement this, and I promise you this is the only place this exists also today. So this is gonna look something like it won't be count, it's just gonna be so basically it would be from the latest to in that case actually what we would want to do is, let's say until so file, let's say until file and migration file name. Let's just put like to do. So it's gonna be something like, I mean, file name is technically not an ID. So I guess we can, what's happening? Oh God. Just made me much more tired. So let's say we can do something like until file ID must be we can do thing something like this. Let's use this as a rough pseudocode. It's probably gonna be more like, I'm not sure if the fields are public. Say table migration and ID. So yeah, we can do something like I mean, if I don't want to do that, I can just do the old So disable it in the end. Yeah, I'm tired and I think it's best I just get some rest. I'm forcing it right now. I need to rest. I need to sleep some more. So I think, as you can see, I feel really slow. I don't know why. I've been feeling tired since yesterday, I think. And it's not throughout the day. I feel tired, but when I feel tired, I would say it's mostly throughout the day I'm feeling tired. So I just want to take a break now. I need to figure out why. Maybe I need to take more vitamin D, and I don't know, maybe something else. But I make sure I go to the gym every morning. So I don't know, but I'll try to take some break and maybe nap, and I might have to finish this off stream so we can keep our momentum. But this is the last thing I need to implement. I love you guys. I need to go. I need to go nap.